Hi guys, this is probably my last video because I won't be making a new one of my Warhammer materials. So let's get started with Star Wars. Now this is obviously R2. It came with the first encounter with Yoda, and this one has been modified. Originally, you can see a seam line here. It came in two halves, these two legs and this in the center. What I did was I cut R2's head off, both sides, glue them together, put a piece of thin styrene on both ends, and a plug. So now you can turn his head. I need to do some more seam correction, and I might strip the paint off this one, fix it, and then paint him again. That's the major modification I did with this set. And if we turn you around, you're gonna see a lot of Star Wars. Whoa, 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 whoa. But we center in on this guy, or this particular unit. This is the first meeting with Yoda. Now, as you can see, I've painted the roof and the inside wall in a I wouldn't call it beige, but whatever. I actually painted Yoda in the same color and threw some brown wash on him. If you look at the box, they painted pretty much everything inside here a dark brown color. Now, it looks good, looks excellent, but if you look on the movie, the walls are actually a very light gray, but I'm actually going to put on a light gray over this, a wash, because right now the walls look like crap. I'm also going to have to touch up the roof, as you can see, and I actually made it so you could see in, so you didn't have to take off the roof. So just because R2 should stand in this window, excuse me, wait, there. And if we turn R2 the right way, well, you can see him in the window. So that's that, and now we're going to start off with my snap kits. So they're going to go pretty fast. We're gonna have this dude as the background. This is a twin ion engine interceptor, sorry. You can't do anything with this guy, but it just comes and does sit on a stand that looks beautiful. Actually, you can't put it on a stand because it doesn't have that feature. Weird. Yeah, forgot one little ship. This thing is actually the ship Darth Maul used to pursue Queen Amidala to Tatooine. And if you look in this medicine bottle, there's a teeny tiny Darth Maul inside. I'm gonna take a picture of him later and show you. So that's those, sorry. Yeah, here. We're starting off with the bad guys this time. I ended with the bad guys last time. This twin iron engine Vader's personal TIE fighter. We can actually open up the top here, and if we look down, we can actually see him sitting there. I'll take a picture. You can't see much through the window here. Put that one off to the side again. And the last bad boy. Slave 1. Actually, I have one bad boy more. There's a teeny tiny figure up there. You can move these up and down. You can move the guns. That's about it. So that's it for the slave. This one, Naboo fighter, comes on a stand, so you plug it in there. Sits pretty. This is Obi-Wan Kenobi's Jedi fighter he used in the second movie to hunt down Slave 1. This is a clone transport, also known as a gunship, I think. You have the cannon back here. There's supposed to be 2 guns here, but I think I have them in another bag, actually. That's that. What the heck? Here is a very teeny tiny Falcon. And as you see, the big one stands there. We'll go over him as well. Anyway, this one doesn't do much. Comes with a stand. There is no people in the cockpit. So that's empty. And we've seen this guy a few times. An Imperial Walker. You can move the guns here. You can move the head. Not much side to side. Just tilt it. Not much up and down. Sorry. you should be able to move the legs, but I'm just have it in a box for now. I can't really have it up because I have too many models. Down here we have a first generation Y-wing. Became a bit sleeker up here towards the end. You can take out and put in the RT unit. There is a pilot, if you can open the, as you can see. I'm gonna save this because I'm gonna show you later. Here is a snowspeeder. It might be Echo 4 or something, because this guy doesn't look like Skywalker Luke. And this one is a hell to open. There. Pilot and gunner. And I think the harp, you should be able to move this around, but yeah, it's a bit sluggish. I thought I glued it down, but I hadn't. But that's about two things you can open and or move on this thing. And there. Otherwise this just sit on the shelf and look pretty. This I believe is Skywalker's X-Wing. You can fold the wings up and down. Funny thing is, when you fold the wings up and down, the landing gear move. So we're gonna try it here on an angle that can show it. As you can see, the landing gear move. And here we have a brain freeze, sorry, arc glider or whatever they're called. You have pilot, co-pilot, and gunner. Unfortunately, this gun has seen its better days. As you can see, one gun, no gun. It's still in the box. Sorry. All of these lie in a big moving box right now because I don't have space for them. And this guy, I'm actually surprised they made a snap kit out of this one, because it had an appearance of less than 15 seconds, at least 20. So I'm surprised they made a model out of this one. And if you don't know what it is, this guy is actually the one that shot the missiles at Obi-Wan and Luke in the last movie. And we move this aside. Yeah, as you can see, I turned this a little bit. That's about it. All you can do with this is turn this thing around. The R2 units are safe and secure. You can't take them out. You can open this when it's in the mood. And this is Obi-Wan Kenobi's. You can flip these up and down. Let's see if it more cooperates. Yeah. Both on the upper and the lower sections. And that one came off now, of course. Always on television. And here we have Anakin's. Same thing. You can open the flip up these two. As you see, that one came down easy. This thing, I'm not quite sure, but I think it is a Lambda class shuttle with crew. It's the same type of shuttle they used in Return of the Jedi. If I'm not out flying in space myself, I'm probably someone gonna leave a comment. So you can flip that up. You should be able to play with these guns. Yeah, they're a bit resistant, but you can move them. So if we flip that up, it becomes a bit front heavy. Flip this down and that down. That's about how it looks when it flies. I'm gonna take a few pictures. But then again, you can probably go out surf on the net for these, so I probably won't. There, and we have two final models. This is the big Millennium Falcon I have. You can see Chewbacca and Solo in the cockpit. Now, I believe this model actually is smaller than the one Grendel is working on. Otherwise, I might as well have stolen the two figures in here and sent them to him. The only feature you can flip up and down the ramp, and you can play around with the dish. But again, if you take the dish away, I won't do it because I don't want to break it. Anyway, if you take it away, the model is accurate as well, because now let's see, Lando, when the third movie ended, this thing didn't exist. It got crushed to smithereens. And when you bought this model, you actually got, see if it want to stand, a cover here, here and here, so you could actually hang this from the ceiling if you wanted. So that's that. Now, of all my Star Wars right now, this is actually the one I had to paint myself. And as you can see, it's a Republic Cruiser, or, well, I don't know if you can call it Cruiser. It's the predecessor to the Imperial Star Destroyers. Basically what they did was fill in the gap here and remodel the bridge a bit. The rest is basically the same superstructure. except it had its, this was the only landing bay you saw in the movies, and I have screwed up the underside of this pretty good. So I might try to get a new model of this and make something extra of this one. And the Observant, I lost one gun. So that's is not all. I'm gonna break here, and when we get back I'm gonna show you my dioramas. So if we put you back on the tripod and put you here, and